now, so
Just say I'm Erica, and I'm a teacher, and I started Men Only Weight Loss 2 years ago. I'll just take it from there, and then just do a little introduction, and then I will.
Okay, so are we rolling?
Yeah, we're rolling.
Okay, all right. Hi, I'm Erica, and I'm a teacher here in Houston, Texas. And I started Men's Only Weight Loss about 2 years ago. Wait, that was bad.
That's okay. That's all right.
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yes.
Okay, so Erica, why did you start the program when you did? You started with your husband, Sam, but what was your motivation to go do this with him?
My motivation to do it with him was, I always played sports growing up in high school, and I always, was in shape, and I'd realized 10 years out of high school, your body's a little different than what you want it to be. So I did it, of course, to support him and be a part of his team, but also it was for me to see why not give it a shot, and try and get my body back to a place where I'd be happy with it.
What kind of weight did you lose, and how fast did you lose it, and what did you notice about your health and just the general way that you felt, like your energy and your sleep and things like that?
Over the past 2 years, I've lost about 20 pounds, and the first week I dropped 7 pounds, so to me that, it got me motivated to say this works and I want to keep doing it. But I've been able to maintain those 20 pounds. I've not gained back a pound, not even an ounce. It has been just constant this entire time. And I had noticed, I tried the P90X, and I would go running, and I would, try and just eat salads and all this stuff. And, you'd lose weight initially, but you'd always gain it right back. Where this, it was something that I didn't have to run all these long hours and go to the gym and, just spend a long time doing cardio and things. It was just simply eating well and moving as far as I could, do some yoga, take my dogs for a walk. That type of thing, and it kept the weight off, and it's just been awesome.
Erica, tell me about how your energy level changed. I remember when you and Sam first started, you told me that you used to come home and watch 5 back-to-back episodes of Law and Order, and within about 2 to 3 weeks, I think, you had a big change. What was that?
Yeah, I remember being in here. Yes, you told us you guys may feel this sense of euphoria, and you may just get up and want to start dancing, and you just feel really happy. And that absolutely 100% happened. I remember thinking, that's kind of crazy. I'm not sure how this is going to work. But the second, I remember we were sitting on the couch, and I just stood up and said, I have to do something. So I just started cleaning, doing the kitchen, whatever. But yes, I can't just sit anymore. I'm always doing something. My energy went through the roof. I'm a teacher, and I remember being, on my feet all day. I'd come home tired. Now I probably almost have more energy than some of my kids. So it's fun. It's great, and you just feel. If I could bottle up and give you what it feels like, it's just incredible. So it's worth it.
Oh, that's wonderful. So what kind of advice would you give to other people, both men and women, that are frustrated, they've been thinking about doing a program, they're not sure which one? Why would you tell them to maybe try the Men Only Weight Loss and Just for Women weight loss program?
Advice is to do it, look into it, try it, and I know with Wendy it was kind of like a month trial, see how you feel in that first month, and within a week you feel so incredible. It's not even funny. It's a complete turnaround, and the weight's just falling off of you. But my advice is to, listen to what Wendy and them tell you, because it's a lot of great information, but go home and do research and educate yourself as well, because that's where you really take a deeper interest and you get more motivated that way. And you have to plan. We every Sunday or Saturday, depending on, we sit down together, my husband and I, and we make a list of, okay, what do we want for dinner this week? And then we write down everything we need, and we go to the grocery store. Usually I go to the grocery store on Sundays, and I get, all of the ingredients, everything that I need for the week, so then it's just boom, boom, boom. I don't have to worry, what am I making tonight? Because I have everything I need, and we know exactly where to go. And with both of us working, my husband's a coach, so he works long hours. I didn't want to be slaving in front of a kitchen for hours making something. These meals truly, I would say, take no longer than 20 minutes to make, and you're making really delicious, really good food, and it's super convenient, and so it's just my advice is to be organized.
So speaking of food, do you feel deprived or hungry ever? Because that's a big concern that most people have before they start a program. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be deprived. I'm going to be cutting calories. So how's that been for you?
Never have I ever felt deprived, because you can wake up and we have bacon and eggs almost every morning, or I make the Scottish eggs, for the week's worth. So we're always eating, the bacon, and I guess when you're eating right and you're getting all the right nutrients, you don't crave all those other random things because your body is fully satisfied. And that's what I've noticed, is I've never felt deprived. And we can be at school and it's somebody's birthday and they bring in a big cake, and yeah, maybe it looks good, but I remember, sugar does not make me feel good. So I can gladly say, no thank you, I'll stick to my, carrot sticks and LaCroix and be happy, because I'm not deprived at all. It's been really awesome in that sense.
Great.
Very good.
I think we're good. Okay.
Good.
Fantastic.
So, let's
You
keep it
guys,
going.
I think you have careers as Hollywood producers. Okay. So Sam's,
Let's move you over a little bit. We're gonna just together. I'm just letting it go.
we just have 3 questions.
Let me just see here.
And
hold on a
if you
second.
want me to go ahead.
Yeah, let me just.
I'm joking.
Yeah, whatever you want to do. Okay,
Okay.
perfect.
Okay. Okay, guys. So how has this program affected you guys as a couple? Getting healthy, losing weight. How would you say, you've told us about how it's affected you individually, but as a couple, how's it impacted your relationship and your life together?
I think it's brought us closer because we have a shared goal of being healthy, and it's much easier because when we are together, it's, we always go to a restaurant if we're with friends. I'll kind of check what she's getting, and then she'll check what I'm getting. And if I go stray away, she'll say, that's going to make you feel like crap. And so we keep each other in check, and it's brought us closer because we share this, looking for recipes online and trying new things. And she'll cook one night, and I'll cook the next night. And trying different things.
No, I definitely think it's brought us closer because, we're helping each other, and, you're on a team, and you almost kind of, there's maybe days where I don't feel like maybe getting up and doing yoga or something, but I see him doing something, so it motivates you. And it's just been a really nice experience to do it together. And like you said, we're kind of like each other's checks and balance. Like, I don't know if you should do that. And it's just worked, and we've been really, and you feel good, so you're happier, and we're not sick. We haven't been sick in, well, you had a little cold, but with being teachers and things, we're not really ever sick, so it's just kind of always on that happy plane.
And I'm just thinking too, because if I was very irritable, especially when I eat a bunch of crappy food, and little things would drive me crazy. And now there's still some things she does that bothers me, but it's because I eat well, those things don't bother me nearly as much, and I don't know why it is, but those little things don't bother me nearly as much, and I love her more than I ever have.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you're both so beautiful. It's got to increase the romance.
Absolutely.
I think so.
Good. When you look good and feel good, it brings so much more to the table. Absolutely. So would you just address how it's been doing this with a partner versus trying to come in and do this on your own? I mean, that works too, but I think you get a little bit of a boost when you, again, like you've talked about, would you have been as successful on your own, do you think?
I don't think I would have been as successful on my own, especially since obviously we live together. If only one person's trying to do it and the other person's not on the same boat, you're not getting the same type of food that you're not having all the good food that you should have, where we both totally bought into, this eating style, and so we never had bad things in the house. So we only could go to snack on a good food and something that would make us feel good, and definitely it was a motivating thing. He always, and unfortunately, ladies, men lose weight faster than we do. It's just, as Wendy always told me, it's because we make babies, and so our body holds on to fat a little longer. But I would see him just shedding weight left and right, and it would kind of make me be like, oh, so it would motivate me to get up and move a little more, or make sure I'm eating really, really clean and that type of thing. So it was kind of a competition, friendly competition, but also it was a motivating aspect to it.
I think for me, because I've always kind of been chubby. There was like when I was a senior in high school, I was about this size, I was a little buffer. But I think that it helps having somebody, but I honestly think I would have, because it all makes sense to me, I could have done it alone. But if I was living with her, I wouldn't have been able to. If I was on my own, living alone, I could have done it. But living with somebody, you got to be on the same page. Otherwise, you're going to have those different food choices in the house, and it's going to be almost impossible. But we're together with it, and it made it easier.
So speaking of babies, you're thinking about starting a family and bringing really healthy children into the world. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I'll tell you that this is one of the biggest factors behind kind of finding this and buying into it, is because as teachers, I see the amount of overweight, unhealthy kids is unbelievable. And I want to make sure that our child has the best chance to succeed. You look at, because I've done a lot of the reading, you look at like asthma and autism, all these things that weren't around ADD, ADHD, all these things weren't around years ago, and I think it's the diet. And so I think it's extremely important to give our future children the best chance by helping them eat correctly and from the day they're born.
Yeah. And I mean, we both have, both of our mothers were diagnosed with breast cancer, so that was a very serious situation that we had to go through, and if any chance to make those chances go down, we are all for it. So we truly believe and know that these food choices that we're making, and now our lifestyle for the past 2 years that we're going to live for the rest of our lives with, and again raise our families this way, we are very much, we believe, are decreasing our chances of having any of those diseases or cancers, and then we're setting up our children and hopefully their children and so on and so forth to be strong, healthy, and living full, happy lives.
Awesome. Well, you guys are the poster children, and you've done such an amazing job. We want to congratulate you. Thank you very much.
Well, and I just want to add that about Wendy and you guys, that it's sign up for this program because it's wonderful. And Wendy truly was, I could get emotional thinking about it, but she was like our cheerleader, and we look forward every week coming to talk with her, and it was more than just, hey, what should I eat? We could talk to her about anything going on, and she'd listen to us, and it was fun, and I feel like we made a forever friend in knowing that she's there to support us, and it's so much more than just losing weight. It's about really changing your life and being happy, so do it.
Awesome. Thank you. Oh.
Wonderful, thanks.
You
That was
guys
great.
are so